we manifest things each and every moment of the day. And because since we say all this is an illusion, this world is an illusion, that it comes from our manifestation. And the first great example of public manifestation is Jesus the Christ, when he turned water into wine. But before he could turn water into wine, and before he could do all of this, he had to purify, for he still had this human form. He went to the desert for 40 days. He went to classes. He was initiated. And yet he was given all these gifts and powers. And yes, he is this manifestation of God. And so are you, this great manifestation of God, visualizing, of God imaging you. So you are God. But this God as this drop in the ocean, of this drop in the ocean of allness. And yet we, all of us, still think we cannot do this, we can't do that. Oh, only those like Jesus can, or Buddha, or Krishna, or Shiva have the ability. But what did Jesus say? You know, not only you have everything, he gave us all this Christ. It's such a gift. It's in all of us. So not only do we have the powers to do what Jesus did, but the powers to do what all masters and great saints and holy beings who before him and after him, we have those powers. For there is only one power. So what did the people say? What did Jesus say about turning water into wine? Most of us know the story. He goes to this wedding with 6 of his disciples, and his family is there, and his mother approaches him and says, you know, things aren't looking very good because there's no wine. We ran out of wine. And so Jesus said to, you know, fill these great jars with water. And as the story goes, he turned the water into wine. And the guests were amazed because this was delicious, the best wine. So they told the host, you must have saved the best wine for last. There's a lot into this. How did he do it? And he said, it's in the mind. The grapes are manifestation of what we say it is, of the great mind. And some of us know about the Elohims and how they manifested, brought forth, helped bring forth God's creation, bring forth the Word. And the Elohims are pure mind on 7 levels, on representing the chakras, the pure mind in each chakra, the major chakras. So how do we gain this power? You know, Jesus kept saying, purify. We must purify our mind. So in this new age, what do? We take self-improvement classes. But many of these self-improvement classes focus on the positive aspects of our being. Yet, like the Native Americans say, there's a wolf and a lamb in each of us. And what has power and gives us the power is what we pay attention to, what we focus on. Either the wolf or the lamb. Either the positive or the negative, negative or positive. And this side of us that we are so afraid of, the wolf side, the shadow side, we tend to bury. So by focusing all this energy and light on the positive, what are we doing? We're denying the negative. We're denying the shadow self. The shadow self follows us wherever we go. And when we deny the shadow self, it's amazing what happens. We say, we're good people. I don't have a prejudiced bone in my body. I'm non-judgmental. I love everybody. You know, because that's what we're focusing on. Then all of a sudden, because we're denying, we're pushing away what we deny, pushes against us, wants attention, we erupt. We start beating ourselves up when we don't come up to these self-expectations. We lose self-confidence. We start screaming and cursing ourselves, or cursing those who are very close to us. And when we do that, we don't realize how words have power, and we've told this to our ministers many, many times. The more powerful you get, the more powerful the energy is, your manifestation is. So watch your words. Be in control of your emotions. And how do we control it? We start denying that this prejudiced self, that this jealous self, that this ignorant self, and so on and so forth, this angry self exists. And like a thief in the night, it comes and robs us of our security, self-confidence, robs us of our self-love. So what happens? The cycle goes, and there is suffering. It goes on and on. And what is suffering? Karma. We create more and more karma, negative karma. So a year ago, we took this class, but we just viewed it. We did not participate in it. From Dr. Carl Wolf. And he talks about this shadow self, and so we do credit him for this channel, for what is coming through. So just like Jesus, just like Moses, just like all those who went into the desert, who faced their shadow self, who went through the temptations, and when they faced their shadow self, they sent love. They sent compassion, mercy. And by experiencing all this, what human beings throughout the ages experience, by overcoming it with love and compassion, respect, they were able to manifest great things. Even resurrection from the dead. So this can be done only with a pure heart, pure soul. So today we will have a meditation where we look at this shadow self and we realize this shadow self is not us, but it is a part of us. A lot of times we think this shadow self is us, is who we are. But to be able to see it, it's separate from us. So by embracing it and allowing it to be part of this experience, but it is not who I am. This suffering, what we call suffering, becomes stepping stones to enlightenment. And so please prepare yourself for deep level meditation. But for this meditation, it's important that we do not dwell again on the shadow self. We do it quickly. And move on. And know that whenever these yucky feelings of, ugh, I'm a jerk, ugh, I'm this, this negative stuff. Or feeling, you can use this exercise even when you're feeling sad. That it will help with the healing. You can do it any time of day, throughout the day. And it only takes seconds. All